Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's market wrap-up. I'm Joe Kinahan, Chief Derivative Strategist with thinkorswim for Thursday, March 20th, 2008. Quite a rally we saw today. Quite a week we saw today. It was amazing. We were up, we were down, we were all over the place. One song describes the week. Little old school here. The Ohio Players, little Rollercoaster. And that's what the week was, as we see the stock market end very strong on expiration Thursday, with the Dow up 261 points. The NASDAQ was up over 36 points today. Very impressive rally, very impressive way to end off a crazy expiration week. As we said, it was an expiration Thursday, as we have the Good Friday holiday this week and Easter Sunday this weekend. All right, let's talk about the week that was and the week that will be. The week that was, we see that the S&P future, the E-minis, as we talk about time and time again, closed over 1324. We have a couple of levels to keep in mind here. 1288 support, 1336 resistance. Can we break through this 1336? If we do, I believe we can go quite a bit higher, at least up to 1363 even. On the downside, if we go past this 1288, there's quite a belief that we'll go down and test this 1250 to 1240 level on the downside. You can see this reflected in the VIX. The VIX was smacked yesterday. Again, VIX measures the volatility of the S&P 500 or the SPX options, often referred to as the fear index. It measures how much fear is in the market. We see the VIX as of Thursday closed at 26, just over 26.5. What you're seeing here is it bouncing back and forth between 25 and 30. I believe we'll have to break 1336 on the S&Ps to see the VIX break 25. I believe that we'll have to break 1288 on the downside to see us close convincingly above 30. We've gone above it a couple of times this week, haven't really stayed there. All right, so what to look for next week? I'd like to bring up a couple of things that I think might be interesting to look for. One of the things I think will be very interesting to look at next week, symbol X. U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel is kind of a fun story to look at right now. Stock was up $4.68 on Friday. Very impressive. Trading at $114.54. What I find interesting in U.S. Steel is we've seen a lot of steady activity, not crazy activity, but just steady activity, building a bit more over the last few weeks, and you're seeing volatility increase as the stock itself also increases. The front month volatility just over a 65 right now. That should normally be about a 53. So there's a lot going on in there. The big story to keep in mind for U.S. Steel, this is something you might want to follow the rest of the spring and through the summer, is they have a big labor contract. The domestic labor contract comes up right at the end of the summer. Something you might want to keep an eye on. As I say, it's just an interesting stock to start watching perhaps over the next few weeks. Big company. And I think people have a definite interest in U.S. Steel. All right, for the week that's coming up, that's one idea of things to look at. We'll talk about more throughout the week. As I say, the overall market, we're at an interesting level right here. I believe that we're going to see some more of this bouncing continue as we go through the rest of the first quarter. This coming week, there's a lot of spring breaks and things like that. When you see that, you start to see occasionally wilder swings also, as there aren't as many people there to support the markets. So again, take a look, see what's going on this week. You might want to, if the action continues this crazy, you might want to trim your size a little bit. You're a little more nimble. You can put on different positions at different levels. All right, as always, Joe Kinahan. Happy Easter, everyone. Good health, good trading. Thanks for joining us at thinkorswim.com. Thank you very much.